She's gone. Good morning and welcome to Daywave Thursday Show.
Love isn't always on time. No, it's not in the words that you told me. It's not in the way you said you're mine. Oh, it's not in the way that you came back to me. It's not in the way that your love set me free. All the things that you say that you do, hold the line. Love isn't always on time. No.
See a little bit of Toto. Everybody always thinks of Africa, but Toto had a couple good songs.
Love isn't always on time. No.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. And if you're not in Texas, North Dakota, or Florida, you're fucked because you're going to be locking down. Are there any people from North Dakota that listen? I'm just curious. Any North Dakotans? I know there's time for sure. I know the Texas people that listen, and of course the Florida people.
It's not in the words that you told me.
An article was a hit piece. I think it was MSNBC that I think the title was Florida, North Dakota, and Texas are the only states that will not be locking down during the resurgence of COVID-19.
Love isn't always on time. No, hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always.
Just look, count yourself fucking lucky, is what I'm saying. If you're in one of these states, one of the three, because they're the only ones that have committed to not locking down. They've committed to it. I know yesterday during ROTC, I played the mayor's summit or whatever, the Florida mayors that were mad about DeSantis not shutting down, and DeSantis did tweet something after it. He tweeted that it's the start of red snapper season. So it shows you what the fuck he thinks of those fucking mayors. I thought that was great. That's what he tweeted was, it's the start of red snapper season. Here are the dates. And I'm like, oh, I fucking love this guy. It was pretty funny. I mean, they have this fucking summit like people give a flying fuck. And he just tweets about red snapper season. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And by the way, a pretty lefty company that you would think would be sucking the dick of lockdowns is Disney. Disney's kept their fucking mouth shut because they want to fucking stay open in Florida. So they're not doing the whole like, you know, it's lockdown, it's important. They're like, fuck, dude, we have a lot of people that have to work here. We got to make money. We have all this land. Holidays are coming up. This is usually when this area gets pretty packed. What I have noticed is, at least here, and if you tell me if it's the same for you down there, but have you been seeing a lot of out-of-state tags more than usual? I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be coming here for the holidays. A lot of people are going to be coming here for the holidays. I have seen a lot of tags. A lot, and every time I drive by, and look, I know there's some people from New York that listen. I know your guys are not all the same, but I will be stereotypical here. Every time I see a New York tag here, I scream in my car, go back, leave. We don't want you here. And I understand that's not fair. I know that upstate New York people, you know, a lot of them are Republicans, and a lot of them don't want the lockdown. Shit, a lot of people in New York City don't want the lockdown, but I don't care. Cuomo ruined it for you. Just so you know. Okay? I don't leave my house except for a 10-mile radius. Why? My folks are going to Florida for Thanksgiving. A lot of folks are going to Florida for Thanksgiving. A lot of people are coming. This place is going to be fucking. Hotels are opened here, Airbnbs and shit like that. So it's going to be packed. It's going to be. I scream at the card. Leave. I'm an hour from NYC. I hate Como and lockdowns. Am I allowed in Florida? No. And I like you, Marine. I really do. I really do, but no. Take it up with your mayor. Excuse me, with your governor. Take it up with your governor. Nobody from New York. I don't want you here. I'm really sorry. And I know I have a lot of you that are friends, and I get it. But no. I don't want you here. No, she's not. Nick, don't fucking speak for me. You're not invited here, all right? I'm sorry. And some of you are I have some of my closest friends live in New York. But no, I'm sorry. But I don't want you here. I don't need you here. Stay out of Florida. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because, and this is your fucking governor's fault. All the New Yorkers are going to come here because, you know, fuck, we're open. Then some of you are going to get COVID or some shit. You're going to go back to New York, and then Florida's going to get blamed for more New Yorkers getting COVID, and then it's going to be like, is Florida, no matter, and then Cuomo's going to be like, hey, yo, bada bing, no matter how much I lock down, people go to Florida and they got COVID, what can I do? That's what's going to happen, and I don't want that to happen. All right? So you fucking stay out of my state. Do you hear me? You could, if you move to another state, then you could come here. Jersey, that goes for you too. Which is just diet New York. Jersey and New York, you fucking stay out of here, all right? Everyone else is welcome. Oh, no, I'm sorry. California's not welcome either. So California, New York, New Jersey. Now, well, everyone else, so you're welcome here. Okay, there you go. Okay? The official ambassador of Florida, I'm letting you know who is allowed in this state. Florida's going to get blamed for everything pretty soon. I don't care. Florida's already getting blamed for everything before COVID. So honestly, if any state is used to being the butt of the joke and getting blame, it's Florida. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What if Cuomo says not agrees to not to say bada bing? Yeah, okay. Tell the sun not to be bright. Tell the sky not to be blue. Sorry, but that's not gonna happen. I'm from California, but I lived in Nebraska for 5 years. Can I come? Wait, if you're currently living in Nebraska, yes, you are welcome. So I can't visit my cousin in Florida. He's a fighter jet pilot. What would him being a fighter jet pilot have to do with you being from a dirty shit New York? No. Tell him to fly his fighter jet over to you and go hang out with you over there. So yeah, you ain't welcome. Just all I'm saying. All right. Just I don't want to hear it. Okay. You chose that governor. You chose the hell you live in. So you live in that hell. What if we move from New York temporarily to Nevada before we're located in Florida? No. I don't think you understand. I don't want anyone that has been in New York in the past that's currently living in New York or has been there for more than 2 years coming here. Okay? I'm sorry, but just because we decided to be the cool kids here in Florida and we decided to let people have fun, we're not your fucking little playground. Technically, we rely on tourists, but not New Yorkers. By the way, there's already enough of you here anyway. There's so many New Yorkers here anyway. I don't want any more. Like, we have so many. Did you understand how many New Yorkers already live here? The answer is too many. There's one, that's funny because when it comes to Florida, You know what's a rare thing is to be a natively born Floridian. Most people I would say most people in Florida weren't born here. They come here. I was born here. I'm a native Floridian, but most people aren't. And that's why, that's why Florida has a hard time with a lot of things. Like, when it comes to sports teams and stuff like that, like, there are more fucking Steelers fans in Orlando than fucking Tampa Bay fans. Like, that's just how it is. Royce, you have a choice, New Yorkers or French Canadian. I'll just shoot myself. I mean, that's always an option. Death is always an option. All right? I don't want either. I don't want any one of you. Look, I was talking about the United States. I don't want any Canadians coming. Fucking stay in Canada. You're born in Hialeah Hospital, a Miami MILF. I was born in Mercy Hospital. Yo, you're born in Hialeah Hospital? Jesus Christ. Fucking, you really are trash. Hialeah, baby. You don't know the world. Hialeah is something that you really can't explain. I will listen. There's no way to explain Hialeah to people unless you're from Hialeah. There's no way. It's let me see if I can find a video that sums up Hialeah. Here's a good one. All right. Here's Hialeah.
Now at 6:30, you may have seen this video on social media. A violent road rage fight on the streets of Hialeah. The two men got out of their vehicles and started fighting, and now we're hearing from the guy who was arrested. CBS 4's Silva Harapetian is in Hialeah with his side of the story.
A violent road rage caught on tape in the middle of Northwest 103rd and Hialeah. Watch as two motorists fight. We caught up with a man armed with a bat, Hector Herrera. He's been charged with battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Problem escalate real quick, and
there it is.
I feel really sorry for the way I act. It was just my instinct.
Herrera says it started when he tried to change lanes, and Jairo Lenarte in the truck, he says, wouldn't let him in.
We have some words between windows. And then the guy threw the car at me, crashing my car and trying to kill me.
In the video that's been viewed and shared by thousands of people on social media, you can see the truck.
This is Hialeah.
Crashing into Herrera's car, and Herrera jumping out of the way. He says he feared for his life.
The weekend, unfortunately, I have the bat right next to me because I just finished playing baseball. And I grabbed the bat and I escalate the situation. I feel really sorry because I didn't have to grab the bat, but in those cases, I don't think that nobody can think right.
The two men argued and fought in the middle of traffic until police arrived, arresting Herrera, who is sorry, apologetic, and hopeful to resolve this differently.
He grabbed the bat. It was his instinct. And what are you going to do? You got to understand. You got to understand Hialeah. This is Hialeah.
There's any other way to solve the problem. I'm open to talk. I'm open to make any better solution because I don't think that nobody can have to go to jail or something like that for any fight.
I don't think anybody do have to go to jail for any fight. I got a bat and I hit him in the head, but what do you want from me? Hialeah. Ah, yes. And they sent the most Hialeah reporter out on top of all that.
And back here, we're actually in the neighborhood of where the victim lives. We should tell you we've been trying to contact him and talk to him. We're told he is at work until about 6 o'clock. We're waiting to see if we can get his side of the story. In the meantime, by the way, Herrera did go to jail and bonded out. I'm still the Hara Petty on CBS.
So hard, but there's no way this is. A trip to Hialeah. Oh, cool. Let's see a trip to Hialeah. This is great. Okay, you guys don't understand this place. It's barely America. That's pretty accurate. Opa-locka Executive Airport, baby. By the way, there's nothing executive about Opa-locka Airport. You can tell it's Hialeah because of the music. This isn't America, folks. This is Hialeah, baby. Look at that. Look at that. $3.99 zapatos de moda. No, this isn't Havana. This is America. This is America. Okay? All the fucking signs are in Spanish. The billboards are in Spanish. Welcome to fucking Hialeah, baby. Look at that. These are the Fantasy Inn motels. Okay, so these motels in Hialeah. The Miami people will understand this. But Nick will get it. And how many South Florida people in the chat? I'm curious. I know at least 2 for sure. So these motels in Hialeah, as you can see, they have a garage bay door. You see the garage door. And there's a reason for that. They're hourly motels in Hialeah. This is where you take your hookers to have sex with. And these motels in Hialeah have garage doors. That way you could park your car inside. And if your wife's driving home, she doesn't see your car parked out there having sex with a hooker. I'm right by Sweetwater. Well, there's another one. That's Hialeah. The lovely, if you want to go to Hialeah, I recommend the Fantasy Inn Motel. They have TV, as you can see underneath vacancy. They do have TV. Taking you for a tour of Hialeah. I grew up here. I was in Miami, but my grandparents lived in Hialeah, and I went to school there. And I went to Day Christian, and my grandparents would pick me up, and I was my whole childhood in Hialeah. So this is my experience. Hialeah Executive Motel, guys. Look, this is like when Elon Musk comes to Florida. When Bill Gates comes to Florida, they stay at the Hialeah Executive Motel. Okay? Best rates. They have the best rates. That's where all the bigwigs stay. They love executive. Strip club, baby. Girls. Hialeah. Let's do it. Gnocchi barato. Now, gnocchi barato, which is gnocchi barato, translates to holy. Now, coño is a word that's really hard to, depending on how you use it, has a different meaning. But in this case, like gnocchi barato translates to, and I'm not kidding you, Miami Milf will back me up on this. Gnocchi barato translates to holy shit, how cheap. Holy shit, how cheap. That's a direct translation. That's they sell size shirts, the knickknacks, you name it, and gnocchi barato. But that really was it translates to holy shit, how cheap. Hialeah, baby. Now remember, the mayor of Hialeah was worried about the Rona. The mayor of this city was worried. El Dado Raso. This is the Spic dollar store, for those that want to know. Spic dollar store, baby. You'll just see a lot of these. There's a lot of Jesus statues. Ropa de moda. Buena, bonita y barata. Modern clothes. Good, pretty, and cheap. Modern clothes. Good, pretty, and cheap. Gnocchi barato discount, which is holy shit, how cheap. Discount. So it's even cheaper than the other one because this one has a discount. Hiya fucking Leah. That's right, pastelitos, because it's Cuban. Thank you, Miami Milf. This is your typical average Cuban people and living their lives, if you will. Oh, it's elementary school. In Spanish, the signs are in Spanish. The school's in English, but the signs are in Spanish. El rey de las fritas. The king of the fritas. Oh, by the way, this music you're hearing, they didn't add this to the video. This is just the music you hear. It's in the air. It's the music you hear when you go to Hialeah. It's this music, just so you know. Huh? Chinese and Spanish food. You want to go to Kung Fu. If you're a fan of Chinese and Spanish food, head over to Kung Fu. What's your favorite Chinese Spanish food? These are white people now, guys. These are all Cubans. You got to understand. Welcome them with open arms. These are white people now. Okeechobee Road, baby. Okeechobee Road. I know that road very well. transport refrigeration of Fort Pierce. Why are you showing me this? This is not. They have a Miami-Dade, but I don't need to see this. This is in Hialeah. What are you doing? It's the Howard Johnson off 103rd Street. Oh God, this reminds, dude. Yeah, is that the Palmetto? That's the Palmetto, the worst highway in America. So, oh, there's more. Oh, go see. Huh? What you're looking at here is a Hialeah Cuban in his natural habitat. Notice his affliction-style shirt that he probably borrowed from his son. Notice his shorts and high socks as he walks to buy some croquetas from Latin America. Yeah, look at all these rich Cuban slave owners. Isn't that crazy? I'll pass. It looks like downtown Phoenix with the Cuban stuff instead of Mexican stuff. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Probably better food here. Hialeah High School, baby. A singer of songs. That's right. Ends right. David Attenborough. David Attenborough doing a documentary on Hialeah.
They led me to the great Bamboleros.
The great Bamboleros.
In all of Cuba, the toast of the town. Singing at the Tropicana. My fantasies finally came true. Imagine.
Imagine. Are you imagining? Better food. Yeah, hey, I'm sorry. But I'm not. Don't. Fucking. Sorry. Cuban food. And I like Mexican food, so I'm not even shitting on Mexican food. Cuban food is better than Mexican food. That's a fucking undeniable fact of nature. You don't even start. I'm not about to fucking have it with you. We're not gonna have this conversation about it. Cuban food is better than Mexican food. I'm not having a discussion. I don't even care what your opinion is, because your opinion doesn't change facts.
Going to New York, seeing the great ones fill my heart and soul. We saw Arsenio with his swinging band. Arsenio Rodriguez, that magical man. I took the subway to El Barrio. That hot and
Fuck Puerto Ricans, Frozen. Shut up.
kisses from mi gente. Lucky me, I saw
Ew, Mexicans greater than Cubans, and now I know you're lying.
Machito. Ay, Dios mío, el
Hialeah Park, baby.
excelente. Listening to Machito, dancing, drinking vino. Machito
Say, Miami Milf's not Cuban, and she agrees Cuban food is better than Mexican food.
was por us, el Cambasi Latino. We made it to the Palladium. It didn't disappoint at all. Had the ball with Tito Puente. Tito Puente, the king of them all. With Tito Puente, your feet started to dance.
With Tito Puentes, baby.
El Tito Puente,
Who's Puerto Rican, actually.
a trance. Then Tito finished playing.
Jesus Cristo es el Señor.
How could anything feel the love? Surprise came Tito Rodriguez with his conjunto tu top hero. Better tutitos than only one. Better for dancing and also for fun.
Yes, you can still rent DVDs in Hialeah. Thank you for asking. In case you were curious, you still can rent DVDs in Hialeah, okay?
El Señor me dio la dicha de grabar con
Oh, here we go. Break down this. Break down here.
Tito Rodríguez. Esa dicha me la dio el Señor. A gozar con la dicha, a gozar con la dicha. Esa dicha me la dio el Señor.
Winfield, one more. I don't like banning people. I don't like banning people, but if you're going to come in here with the fucking, with the whatever weird obsession you have with Mersh, I'll bop you, man. I don't like it. You know, I don't care. You know, for the most part, we're pretty chill here, but stop. This isn't your personal sounding board for whatever personal slight you may have think somebody did to you. All right? This is now the second time I've asked you not to do this. The second time I've asked you not to do it. We're talking about Hialeah. We're having a good time. You walk into this, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This is exactly the thing I don't understand. It's like walking up to at a bar, right? And your friends are hanging out, and they're talking about the Dolphins game. Hey, man, did you see the Dolphins game? Yeah, can you believe the record? Blah, 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 blah. And walking in and going, hello, hey guys, I know you're doing something that has nothing to do with what I'm thinking about, but I need to tell you about this thing that I need to tell you right now about election fraud. Right now, what are you doing? No, literally, nobody is talking about that. It is so stupid. It is so dumb. Nobody is talking about that. Nobody cares. This isn't your little refuge if you get banned from another chat, okay? I welcome everybody here. You know I do. I'm even people that don't like me, I really don't even care if you don't like me. All I ask is that we stay on topic and have fun. I like to have fun in the mornings. That's it. That's all I want. But you woke up, and you and other people, you wake up in the morning and you decide, I'm going to come into the show. I'm not going to even give a flying fuck what they're talking about. I'm going to go in the middle of the party, and I'm going to shit on the floor. Stop shitting on the floor. I really, really, really don't like banning people. You know, come on, man. You know that about Daywave. I really don't. I really don't. I actually like interacting with the chat. I really don't like banning people. It's stupid. And I don't want to have to do it. But if you're going to spam or you're going to come in here to kvetch on how your internet boyfriend hurt your feelings, I'm going to ban you. Enough. I try to be super fucking lenient with that stuff. I really do. But you see how everyone was having a good time, and you see now how now people are not having a good time? Hialeah, there's a video here from 9 months ago titled, Hialeah is not dangerous. Stop being prejudiced. Okay, let me tell you something. I wouldn't necessarily call Hialeah dangerous. Weird, maybe, but not dangerous.
Show you guys it's a
Okay, so let's see. Let's see this guy give us a tour. Hialeah.
and today we're gonna head to Hialeah.
Oh, this guy's the guy who's gonna show us how cool Hialeah is. Maybe they couldn't pick a better. They couldn't pick a better spokesperson. They couldn't pick a better spokesperson. Oh my God! Really? Oh, fuck. All right, well, let's go on an adventure. Hey, we're going on an adventure. This video is from a few months ago, so 9 months ago. So it's pretty relevant in terms of what Hialeah would look like now.
Why are we heading to Hialeah when You guys have been requesting Bradenton a lot.
No, I'm not saying Hialeah. I'm saying Hialeah.
Hialeah. Well, I keep hearing that from a lot of people, that people think Hialeah is dangerous. I'm going to show you guys it's a perfectly nice town, and that you're just totally wrong. I just have to do it. Let's head to Hialeah.
Extra secure. Okay, look. Is this guy... I gotta know. Is this guy pranking us? Is he pranking us? Are we being pranked? It's extra secure. Well, yes, there's a lot. A lot of homes have a lot of these like fences around them and bars on the windows. I don't know if that means it's. I don't know. I mean, I never. I'll say this. They will steal stuff in Hialeah. They will, but I wouldn't call it dangerous. I wouldn't call it dangerous. Would you call Hialeah dangerous? Oh my God. Oh my God, is that the same neighborhood? I'm not kidding you when I say this. This is actually I'm not kidding you when I say this. I think this is the same exact neighborhood my grandparents lived in. And they lived in a townhouse just like this. It looks like they've updated it a lot, but there's a specific look about these townhouses. I'm almost positive this is the same neighborhood my grandparents lived in. Not the same street, but the same neighborhood. I'm almost positive. Yeah, this is updated. No, this is updated. It's crazier. This is actually updated. It looked worse before. Okay, what is this?
All right, guys, so we're heading to Hialeah.
Oh, they don't live there anymore, AJ. Hialeah is the 6th largest city in Florida. Okay. Hey, look at the alligators. You do see a lot of alligators in Florida. It's just something that you get used to.
Right there. 2, 3. There's 3 alligators right here.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I mean, it's normal, though.
He's big, too. He's about 8.5.
96.3% of residents reported speaking Spanish at home. That's not true. It's got to be a higher percentage than that.
Feet.
Well, executee, first off, it's state. Secondly, yeah, but you live with Mexicans, which are way more dangerous than alligators. The Mexicans kill way more people than alligators.
There's another one right there. So 1, 2, 3. There's 4 right here. 1, 2.
Westland Mall. Oh, I know all about Westland. I hang out there as a kid, man.
3, 4, 5. There's 5 alligators right here, guys. Isn't that crazy? There you go. 1.
It's not crazy. It's Florida. It's like pretty normal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bro, charger cable almost caught fire. Good thing. I mean, I'm over here driving. I look over there, and there's like smoke coming out of the dash. We're finally here in the day.
Okay, remember, this guy is making a positive hype video about Hialeah. So you have to keep that in mind. He's making a positive video about Hialeah, not a negative one.
nighttime when it's raining, so I'm gonna try this side window thing just to keep the rain off the lenses. Hialeah.
Royce, are you aware that your entire audience is white and white supremacists? There's no chance we will ever go there. Excuse me, Cubans are white now. You're looking at a white town. This is what they took from us. Cubans are now white. You're looking at your prototypical white town in America. So why wouldn't you go there? Why wouldn't you want to be among your people?
Baby on board. Very nice. Beautiful little homes.
They're not beautiful. Look, man, I'll defend Hialeah in a lot of ways, but stop pretending this is beautiful, because it's not beautiful.
The real estate here is mind-boggling. Like, these little houses could be worth $400,000. Like,
that is true. They are expensive, but it's because there's not a lot of land there. They probably are $400,000, $500,000 in Hialeah because there isn't a lot of land there, so they would be expensive. That is actually true.
or something like ridiculous. This guy's collecting cardboard because there's a port here.
My maid just heard you say that Mexicans kill more people than alligators and gave me a strange look. Okay, fine. Look up statistics and tell me I'm wrong.
There's still a lot of cardboard collection, and then it's kind of like recycling, and they pay you by the ton. I think it's like 70 to 120 a ton. It gets up to about 220 a ton, and then it really gets popular because at 220 a ton, you can really do good on the money. I mean, like he'll get like $120 for a truckload.
These are positive things about Hialeah.
When the prices are better. I don't know right now what the cardboard price, the metal prices are down right now.
So he's talking about recycling. This guy, I know it's a small role, but we couldn't get a better. They couldn't get somebody better to give him the tour of Hialeah because this guy is not helping his case. Everyone just assumes this Florida town is dangerous because of demographics, but in reality, the crime rates are respectable. Also, unique Latin culture is something to enjoy when people's prejudice and real facts don't add up. People in upscale communities have a fence and gate and guards for their gated communities. How is that different for... Oh, my God. Stop! Stop! You're not helping. Hialeah is good because... I like Hialeah because it's Hialeah, because of what it is. But stop trying to make it sound like this is a gated community. This is a gate around your house. Stop.
Well, anyways, housing here in Hialeah is ridiculously expensive. Like,
yeah, that's true.
A little house like this could easily run you into the 300,000s.
Yes, I know.
You guys, look, it might look hood, but it's not hood. Hialeah has...
What he's saying is, and let me translate for you, just because it looks like a black neighborhood doesn't mean it's a black neighborhood. That's what he's saying. Pretend that's not what he's saying, but that's exactly what he's saying. What he's saying is these hoopty houses are actually filled with Cubans. That's what he means.
The lowest murder rate of any city in the United States its size, comparable only to like a lot of elderly residents too. They do have a lot of retired.
There isn't a lot. I will agree with him. There isn't a lot of murders in Hialeah. Hialeah isn't a fucking murder town. All right, it looks like one, but it's not.
People, Hialeah has. Let me park over here.
Oh, you see, they had an RV there, so they added a guest bedroom, as you could see.
This car's following us.
Is Hialeah dangerous? It's a heavily Hispanic neighborhood, about as heavily Hispanic as it gets in Miami. It's not really dangerous. Neighborhoods are, but far obviously from the safest, nicest area in Miami. The area has too much traffic and a lot of older apartments and condos. True. All that it's true.
They have it around the windows. A lot of times people assume because people have metal bars on the windows that it means that there's a lot of crime in the neighborhood. And in the case of Hialeah, the only type of crime that there exists here on a real considerable, like concern yourself type of level is property, which means
people will steal your shit there. What they mean is people will steal your shit there. And that is true. They will. They won't kill you. See, that's the thing, man. They'll steal your bike if you don't lock it up. They will. They'll steal your car. But they're not going to murder you for it. Which isn't that bad. It could be worse, right? Maybe I'm coping here for Hialeah.
How do I even explain this to you guys? It's really a cultural thing. It's not like people actually need to have that much.
I think it does mean high crime. I think it's very low violent crime. How about that? Hialeah has very low violent crime rate, but does have a lot of stealing. It has this high property rate, yes.
Security. They just feel that because they're coming from, like, that's a nice little house. Like, the housing here is really nice. You know, like,
this guy is really trying. You're not doing a great job. This video. Many people have started to remove the window metal bars. It's no longer needed. It's getting better. You're not helping your case, man.
sometimes people feel because they come from Cuba. Like, Hialeah is mostly Cubans.
No shit.
Look at the side of that house. That's got to be at least $700,000.
Yeah, but but if you have $700,000, right? Like, let's say you have $700,000, right? Why would you live in Hialeah? Like, that's the thing that's always astonished me about it, right? Astonished me. So, Miami MILF, listen, you this. I wish I could talk. I wish I could get my MILF on the phone, because this would be actually a great conversation, because she knows Miami very well, obviously. But I've never understand this when it comes to Hialeah or South Florida. If you make $700,000, why would you decide to build a huge, nice home in Hialeah? I don't understand it. For $700,000, go to move up to Broward, go to Davie. You get more land and bigger house and stuff like that. Oh, it's the Sunsets. Okay, well, I wasn't aware.
Big house. Hialeah is 94% Hispanic. And
it's got to be higher than that. 94. I imagine that Hialeah's got to be higher than that.
There are some Americans. There's like a 3 or 4% are Americans, and I think about 20% of the population.
No, but a lot of it. See, this is the stuff that bothers me. The Cubans that live here, and now, and MILF, I'm sure you could attest to this, are not first-generation Cubans. They're second, third-generation Cubans. So they are Americans. They actually are Americans. When he says, and this is a Cuban thing, right? Because I can tell you, because I obviously am, and I know how they talk. When they say stuff like they're not American, what he means is white. They're not white people. They're not gringos, is what he means.
Are Cuban Americans. A good percentage are, you know, they're descendants of Cubans that were born here. And then you have like a small percentage of Americans who, by the way, you cannot talk bad to them about Hialeah, because this is their home, this is their town.
Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm going to tell you something right now. I grew up in Hialeah. All right? I did. Say from kindergarten through 9th grade. And even after that, I was in Hialeah because my grandparents lived there. So I was in Hialeah a lot. I know Hialeah very well. I would travel from Hialeah over to Miami Lakes, the town right over, to go to Main Streets. I'm fucking know Hialeah very well. Yes, you can talk bad about Hialeah. And I'm going to talk bad about Hialeah, the things that I want to talk bad about it. I will. I'll be honest, too. I'm not going to lie about it. But stop with this fucking... There's this weird thing. And it's not just Hialeah, right? It's not just Hialeah, because I'm sure every state, every county has a city like this, right? Where it's not the best city. You know it's not. but the people that live there will defend it like it's, I don't know, like it's the most important thing in their life. I don't understand that. I've never understood why they have this weird have to defend the city like it's fucking Hialeah. Hialeah is a joke. There's but of a joke, a lot of jokes in South Florida, right? For a reason. It's a weird town. Look, I've never felt like I was going to get murdered in Hialeah. I've never. In any one of these neighborhoods, I will tell you that is the truth. You go to Hialeah, you're not going to, I don't know why. Well, by the way, why to go, reasons to go to, I should have done this. I should drive down one day and do this better than him. Reasons to go to Hialeah. The food is very good. That is a 100% and cheap too. The food is very good and it is very cheap, and you can find some real and clean. By the way, Cubans are. I'll say this about Cubans, all right, and I'll shit on Cubans about a lot of stuff. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, my MILF, you've lived among them. My MILF's not Cuban, but you lived among them. Cubans are very clean. We're very clean people. If you walk into these homes, as small and shitty as they look, I guarantee you they're spotless. Sup, Roy's dad and I are dropping off our Puerto Rican friend at the airport in Orlando. A Puerto Rican in Orlando? Really? What a shock. It's not a shock. It's very, very clean.
Well, I'm just trying to find the right words to explain this. See these aluminum fences? That's a Miami thing. Okay.
A lot of places have aluminum fences, not just Miami, but there's other places in the world. This guy's never left forget never left Hialeah. Maybe he has. This guy's never left Dade County.
The murder rate in Hialeah is the lowest murder rate of any city its size. And the crime rate here is not high at all, statistically speaking.
Yet, if you're talking about crime rates, obviously it's statistically speaking. We're going to keep going through this, but I'm going to play some of these real quick.
Whoa! Look at that.
Muchos Mexicanos votaron por Donald Trump, but the Noticias doesn't report it.
It's true. They don't. A lot of them did in South Texas, out of all places. In South Texas, out of all places.
Look at that.
Coño.
No.
Desde las 3:15 de la mañana del 24 de agosto de 1992 hasta el 1 de septiembre me pasé todo el tiempo diciendo ¡ño! Cuando yo vi que la puerta principal estaba doblada, así que parecía que se iba a partir, dije ¡ño! Cuando fui para la sala y vi aquello que parecía una piscina, dije
Whoa! Look at that.
Congrats on the Lightning winning the cup.
Not a hockey
Can't
fan.
wait for
but
hockey
even if
to
I
be
was,
back.
I'd be a Panthers
Take
fan.
care, Royster.
Thank you. Thank you. So that reminded me, something else about South Florida that I think is pretty crazy. Not just South Florida, but places like, so radio, right? Like FM radio. So obviously, you know, you have the FCC that when it comes to broadcast radio, they control what you say. I don't know for whatever reason it is, and it might be because they speak Spanish. I don't know. But Hispanic morning talk radio is still fucking wild. It's wild because the FCC does control what you know, cursing you could say over the air. The problem is that the FCC is for English, so you could say pretty much any fucking curse words you want in Spanish, and the FCC can't do shit about it. But some of the shit that they do, if fucking like a morning zoo, white morning zoo did it, they would get in so much trouble. Like there was a morning radio station here in South Florida that, and this is a few years ago, I'm sure people from Florida remember this. They prank called Fidel Castro. And it wasn't fake because they had, Cuba actually literally had to make a fucking statement on it. They prank called Fidel Castro. They pretended that they were Maduro, the fucking one of Maduro's people that was a dictator of Venezuela, and their friends got in touch with the Cuban capital, and they prank called him and got him on the phone and basically called him a piece of shit and fucking ripped into him until he hung up. Now, I can't I can't play it. If I play it, see, here's the thing. It's in Spanish. So even if I do play it, you guys aren't going to understand it. Even if I play it, you guys aren't going to understand it. I mean, it's here. I mean, I'll see. Let me see if.
Buenos días. Le habla el teniente Camil. ¿Con quién hablo, compañera?
Con Silvia, funcionaria de la Comisión de Relaciones Exteriores.
Silvia.
So the Interior Relations Department, and he was the guy. Remember, he's calling, pretending to be. This is gonna be. I'll try my best. He's pretending to be from Venezuela, and then Maduro wants to speak to Castro.
Le habla el teniente Camil de Venezuela. Tengo al presidente Hugo Chávez en línea.
Hugo Chavez, sorry. Hugo Chavez was the person on the line. I apologize. Have the President Hugo Chavez on the phone.
Tratando de comunicarnos directamente con Fidel Castro y nos es imposible
I'm trying to communicate directly with Fidel Castro.
de la línea privada. Señor presidente.
Sí.
¿Me está copiando? Es que tenemos...
Sí, teniente, yo lo escucho.
Un momento, que tenemos problemas con la línea. Tengo al presidente.
Yo le estoy oyendo.
Sí.
So you hear now that sound drop is the person pretending to be Chavez. Just so you know.
La directora,
Sí, dígame.
la directora de la Asamblea Nacional del Poder Popular está en línea.
Claro.
Señor presidente, Silvia, ¿le está escuchando?
So they're convincing the Sylvia woman, who's basically Castro's secretary, that they have Chavez on the phone. Just so I'm trying to do my best here.
Sí.
Let me see if I get
Buenos días.
Buenos días, dígame.
Le habla el teniente Difíciles por acá.
I'm gonna
He
skip ahead.
entendido hasta ahora. Le voy a transferir porque tengo aquí línea con el compañero nuestro.
So they keep transferring, trying to get to Castro.
Sí.
Sí, correcto.
Mire, ya acabamos de establecer comunicación. Vamos.
Ajá.
Ok.
Let's see if-
Camil, buenos días.
Ajá, Camilo.
Buenos días, sí, te oigo bien.
¿Y usted tiene una señora compañero presidente ahí en línea?
Ajá.
Sí, un momento,
Here
señor.
we go. Let's see.
Por
Let's see.
favor.
Fidel.
¿Cómo no?
¿Aló?
Un momento, señor presidente.
Dígame.
Sí, ¿con quién hablo?
Dígame. ¿Aló?
Sí, ¿con quién hablo?
Oye, te escucho. Fidel. Sí. Bueno.
There it is, right there. Okay, just so you know what's going on. That's Fidel Castro on the phone with a soundboard Hugo Chavez. Just so you know, that's Fidel the old Cuban guy you hear. That's Fidel Castro on the phone with a Spanish morning zoo radio station from Miami with a soundboard Hugo Chavez. They prank called a dictator. They prank called a fucking dictator.
Buenos días, hermano, ¿me oye? Buenos días, sí, te oigo bien.
He said, "Good morning, I hear you well." I'm going to just translate for Castro right now.
¿Me oye? Sí, te oigo.
I hear you.
A ti, hablé con Germán ayer. Ah, sí. 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 Bueno, hay un montón de temas. Yo le estoy oyendo. Sí. A ver. Te estoy oyendo.
Señor presidente. Señor presidente.
Dígame. Yo le estoy oyendo.
Sí, un momento, señor presidente.
Sí.
El teniente Camil,
Yo
es
no-
que es por cuestiones de seguridad. Recuerde que tenemos una tercera persona en línea y es
He says, for security purposes, I just want to remind you there's a third person on the line.
mi deber reportárselo,
Claro.
señor presidente.
Sí.
¿Usted entiende, no?
Sí. ¿Me oye?
Fidel.
Fidel. Sí.
Un momento, lo que pasa es que teníamos una tercera persona en línea, señor
Claro.
Castro, y entonces por motivos de
está
seguridad se lo estoy recordando. Usted sabe que hay que mantener siempre una línea firme de la cuestión de la...
So he's saying that this is being recorded There's a third person on the line.
Información, ¿no?
Sí, yo te puedo escuchar a ti. Estamos oyendo.
Marle, que hay una cuestión de una maleta. Usted no sé si usted se recuerda en el viaje a Argentina, hay una maleta extraviada, Castro, y hace falta que usted sabe que tiene material sensitivo, ¿no? Y el presidente.
So he's saying that there was a suitcase that had sensitive materials in it when they were visiting each other in Argentina, and he wants to know what he's doing. If he knows where it is.
Chávez estaba extremadamente preocupado por esta situación.
So Chavez is very worried because he doesn't know where that suitcase with sensitive material is.
Ya que en este momento tenemos una situación en Venezuela bastante grave y
We have a very grave situation here in Venezuela.
básicamente es concerniente también a los detalles de esa información. ¿Usted
It's very
comprende,
concerning with the details of the information.
presidente Castro?
Sí, yo comprendo. Ah, correcto. Entonces el problema es que investiguemos sobre eso. Sí, a ver. Bien, bien.
Así que las personas, sus agentes que estuvieron allí con usted en Argentina, hace falta que hagan una búsqueda extensa y detallada.
So the people that you were with in Argentina, it's very important that they do a thorough search.
Y las personas que sean responsables respecto a esto deben de ser llamadas.
Aló, te oigo. Eso te lo... Sí, estoy informado.
Con la mierda que has hecho en la isla.
All right.
Si usted está informado respecto a esto.
Now, at the last minute, before he hangs up with him, he rips Castro.
Dice que usted entiende que este es el tema número uno.
Sí, estoy informado y absolutamente conforme. Si es que no...
¿Estás conforme con la mierda que has hecho en la isla?
So are you happy with the shit you've done on that island, is what he just said to him. Are you happy with the shit you've just done to that island?
¿Estás conforme con la mierda que has hecho en la isla?
Are you happy with all the shit you've done to that island?
Asesino, Enrique Santos y Joe Ferrero desde Miami, el Sol 95.7. Caíste igual que Hugo Chávez.
And then you fell just like Hugo Chavez did, so they apparently prank called Hugo Chavez as well. They fucking prank called Hugo Chavez, and they just fucking prank called Fidel Castro. And he says, are you happy with all the shit you've done on that island, you piece of shit? Hold on.
¿En qué caí come mierda?
And then Fidel Castro says, what did I fall for, you piece of shit?
Enrique Santos y Joe Ferrero desde Miami. Te está escuchando
Called him a faggot. Maricón. Fidel Castro just called the radio host a faggot.
todo Miami. ¿Qué nos tienes que decir?
Mariconzón.
He called him a super faggot.
¿Qué tienes que decir?
What do you have to say? They're asking him.
¿Qué nos tienes que decir?
What do you have to say?
Nada, vete para el coño de tu madre.
Todo Miami
Go fuck your mother.
te está escuchando, Fidel Castro.
All of Miami's listening to you, Fidel Castro. And he hung up on him. Now, when I say Miami radio is wild, that's what I mean. Literally could start an international incident, and they're prank calling Fidel Castro and Hugo Chavez. They got in trouble for it, too, if I remember, but lightly. They didn't get fired or anything. That was... You fucking imagine the balls to do... Like, that's impressive to me. The balls to do that? Miami's fucking wild when it comes to that stuff. I'm telling you, that's their morning radio show, and the hosts of the show are obviously Cuban, and they obviously hate Castro, and they just fucking ripped into him, and they made a sitting dictator that was dealing with fucking John F. Kennedy call them faggots. He called them faggots. Oh, fuck. That was crazy. Do I have the Hugo Chavez one? I'm sure I could find it. The Hugo Chavez one is I'm sure I can find it. I've never heard the Hugo Chavez one. I've definitely heard the Castro one a few times. Bay of Pigs Maricón. What are the comments on this one? Let's get some subtitles on this. This is real. I was there and I donated pennies to them when they got fined for the FCC for $200,000 and paid the FCC. Oh, that's okay. So this, I remember this. So yeah, the FCC fined them for $200,000, right? For doing this. They paid the FCC's $200,000 with pennies. With pennies. I mean, let me see. I want to see where these guys are at now because Enrique Santos y Joe Ferrero. Let's look them up. Vacación de Miami. De mañana. Spanish Week morning show that originates from syndicated line number difference. Providence, Rhode Island. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what the FCC considers the use of prank calls to be a violation of the FCC policy, which prohibits recording unsolicited phone calls broadcast with a penalty of $16,000 for a 2007 prank call unless the parties agree with the recording. Let's see here. Two jokesters achieved national and international notoriety when on June 18th, 2003, 2003 is when they did this. They prank called Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez, which brought the with the plenty of press. They later used the same technique to prank call Fidel Castro, the more notorious and more better known of the pranks. The team was fined by the FCC when an anonymous source filed a complaint with said government agency as a result of the latter prank. The duo took to the streets of Miami and collected pennies, the entire amount of the fee and then some. Luckily, the radio station's legal eagles resolved the issues regarding the fine, and all of the money collected was donated to a local charity. They later used the same technique to crank call. In the history of radio broadcast, this was the first time that a morning show had ever prank called the leaders of two countries. Got on air. They trashed the company for hours until they were eventually pulled off the air by management. The morning show was replaced by pre-recorded bits. Enrique Santos and Joe Ferrero were signed to Univision in Miami for March. They broadcast from New York now is what it looks like. Anyway, my point is this. They did more than a lot of people would do. I mean, ballsy, man. Two world leaders, two fucking dictators. They're Super Dave of morning shows. I mean, it's good for them, man. Good for them. By the way, this all started with me touring Hialeah. And we never even finished touring Hialeah.
It tells you, oh, it looks ghetto because there's fences and metal bars on the windows. That doesn't make a place dangerous.
Let me say something.
What do you want to say, baby?
I've walked the streets here around at 3 in the morning and no problem.
No problems. Like you could literally walk around here at 3 in the morning and it's like legitimately safe. The reason all my
yeah, I know it is. No one's saying it's not. I get it. I understand, but stop pretending like it's this utopia because it's not. Is this him just driving around for 30 minutes?
This is 103rd, which is one of the main business centers here in town.
Yeah.
Got some really elaborate murals here, so let's take a look at the library. Very nice murals. Beautiful murals here. Okay, looks like we got a Spanish mural. Hey, look, Luis Miguel Rodriguez.
I know, man, and I understand, and I get it. Let's see this guy.
More murals, guys. I mean,
I know you guys have murals. I get it, but is that? I mean, is this a selling point? Okay, the food. Let's see the food.
The best place to eat.
What's it
so
called?
We're gonna check it out.
What's
it's
it called?
Very unassuming.
What's it called?
Doesn't really look like all that, and it's actually not even in a centric place. It's kind of.
Oh, so I gotta see what it's called.
Wow, dude, I can't believe there's a. Well, this is the local suggestion, so it can't be wrong. Park right. Is that a disabled parking? No, it's not. Only restaurants. Yes, only restaurants. All right,
This is not Cuba. This is Hialeah, but close enough.
Guys, so this unassuming little restaurant is, according to my uncle who lives here, the best place to eat. So we're gonna check it out. It's very unassuming.
Check it out. They're gonna check it out.
Doesn't really look like all that, and it's actually.
It does look like an old gas station.
Not even in a centric place. It's kind of.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? What's it called?
Sí. Se renta un efficiency, man. Check it out. Ooh, man, this looks good. All right. Look at this stuff, yo.
See, it's a tamale.
Whoa, look at them beans. Beans. I think that's some food. They got shrimp. I don't know what type of meat this is. Oh, look at that. I want that right there. That looks awesome.
Carne ripiada.
Everything looks so good. Un segundito todavía.
Yeah, this is sneeze guard. No, you don't serve yourself. They serve you.
Look at the steaks. I don't even know where to start. Everything looks so good. Dude, look at these steaks, like churrasco style. I gotta have.
Oh, that churrasco actually looks decent.
Steak. I don't even know.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, I guarantee you, just by looking at it, that this food is very good. I'm telling you. Look, again, I'm not one of these blind defenders of Hialeah or any stuff like that, but the food there's good.
What to order? Everything looks good, man. What do you got, babe? Lamb.
Okay, well, I don't know if she's the best judge of this. Okay, look, that's not the best. That's not the best. That's not the best restaurant in terms of looks. I will say that. It kind of looks like in Vegas Vacation when they went to the really cheap casino. But I'm telling you, man, and again, I absolutely have no problem shitting on Hialeah, all right? But let me see. Let me see if the place that I love is still around. Is this the one? No. Hold on, give me a second. Because let's see. Sorry, let me get. I'm trying to see if this is the one.
Chico's was in the bottom.
God, they're so Cuban. Oh my God, they're so Cuban.
Which we
you can see what
realized we also scored.
Look at them croquetas.
Right, so
They give us lemons. They give us crackers.
Bro, like literally, dude, like these are like the best croquetas I've ever had, bro. Like they're super good. These croquetas are like super good, bro. Like I really like them, dude. Oh, Cubans.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was 6-7.
Yeah, but I don't care about the croquetas. I wanted to actually see if this isn't the place. Where the fuck is Latin America? The cafe. I know where Latin America is. I'm talking about the food. Where is it? Hey, Mami Milf, is Latin America Cafe still a thing down there? Miami. Ah, okay. Well, here's one of them. All right, check this out.
Try this amazing croqueta preparada. What's up, everyone?
Latin America Grill, baby! Yeah!
One in Pembroke Pines.
Woo! Latin America, baby. Look at that. That's very good. Now we're talking. Look at that. Look, I used to eat Latin America Cafe a lot. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Look at that.
This restaurant is delicious. Amazing. One of my favorite ones to go to for Latin food.
Putting it down here. We're putting some work in, making tasteful food, tasteful sandwiches.
Dude, come on. Mexicans can fucking suck my cock. Honestly. Mexicans can suck my dick. This is better food. The Pembroke Pines location. Hell yeah, I used to do the Pembroke Pines location all the time. Hey, La Chancla. The one off of fucking Flamingo Road, right? Right off of Flamingo? Yeah, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. Right off of Flamingo, across the street from the park. Where they used to have the chili cook-off at the park every year. Across the street. Pembroke Pines, baby. Sorry, Mexicans, but Cubans have better food. I used to eat it all the time. I'm telling you, man, if you guys ever make it to South Florida, unless you're from New York, New Yorkers are not welcome here. You're not welcome here. But everybody else, not California or New Jersey, but everybody, or Canada, but everybody else, or Oregon, or Seattle, but everyone else, you need to go to a Latin America grill if you ever come down here.
I invite you guys to come on over.
Look at that Cuban sandwich. Look at that. Look at that.
And they have a lot of mimosas.
Bro, like they have mimosas and like a Cuban sandwich is the fucking die for, dude.
So it's a great time. Cheers. Mimosas. All day?
Every day.
Okay.
All day?
Every day.
You got it.
We're here with Andy, GM of the Latin American Grill here.
Yeah, that's about right. That checks out.
Here in Pembroke Pines. Thanks for having us once again.
In Pembroke Pines, bro.
With this beautiful setup right here. You guys are a staple here in Pembroke Pines. You've been established here for over 20 years.
Yeah. We're recognized here. We're going 23 years and counting, going strong. Thank God. Thank our staff.
Guy with fucking looks like Pitbull. Yes, they all look like Pitbull. Shut up, Frozen.
Are the best in Miami. You have what, like about 30 sandwiches?
Look at those sandwiches. Mexicans, shut up. You just made me so hungry. I live on Flamingo, and I'm ordering from Latin American Grill Uber Eats right now. Good, man. Do it. Hey, man, have some for me. Send me a picture. What are you ordering? Send me a picture. I miss that place. I got to go there when I go back down. When I go back down to Miami, I got to go to Latin America. I haven't been there in a while. I got to go. I got to go to Pembroke Pines. I'll go to Latin America. Let's do it. Dale, as they would say.
We have 30 varieties of sandwiches, and people come from all over the place to come and have one here. Today we're making croqueta preparada. Right there. There you go, baby. Let's do it.
Croqueta preparada is one of my favorite sandwiches in the world. Check it. Check it. Put some croquetas, some ham, ba-bam.
We have pierna.
All right, some pork, some lechon.
It's a very popular sandwich.
Cheese.
Simple but tasty.
Grill that bitch!
Nice and melted.
You guys are all going to be hungry for lunch now, aren't you?
Sandwich.
Look at that. Look at that. Suck my dick, Mexico. Oh, yeah, Las Vegas is great, too.
People tell me this is like...
Or as they would call Las Vegas. Oye, vamos a ir a Las Vegas.
It reminds them of that, Cuban culture, that
Yeah.
Cuban sandwich that they used to have back in the day.
Listen, we're doing this for a reason. Cubans are white people now. Too much bread. You can never have too much Cuban bread. You know why Cuban bread is so good? because it's made with lard. That's not a joke. It's not a joke.
One of our famous ones is the Cuban special, which is ham, pork, Swiss cheese.
Woo! You badmouth Mexican food over a sandwich. You fucking better believe it. You better fucking believe I'll badmouth Mexican. And I like Mexican food. I don't even just like Mexican food. It's not fair. But Cuban food is better.
We put pickles and mustard on it.
I'm on the hunt for finding the best croqueta. I already know these are some of my favorite.
That's 100% jamon bolo you're looking at right there.
Look at that croqueta. Oh, God. Hell yeah.
It's legit, guys.
See? You guys are lucky that fucking Cubans are joining the whites. You got much better food now. You're fucking welcome, by the way. And probably everyone in that place voted for Trump, just so you know. I know it's weird. It's weird to say that, but it's actually probably true.
That's homemade. Would you like a cracker?
Maybe.
Not in this fucking town.
Probably want a cracker. No, but even alone is so good. Let me tell you.
Like, dude, like, look, seriously, bro? Like, even alone? Like, this food is, like, so fucking good, dude. Wow, this only has 432 views. Alexandra Martin TV. I'm subscribing.
Make the best batidos here. My favorite is the batido de mamey. But let's check it. Let's see where the
I don't like batido de mame. You lost me there. Let's see some of the other things that aren't sandwiches, because I know, it's a sandwich.
We're gonna prepare something else that we have on special here. Is lomo salteado, which is a tenderloin tips with a special sauce and tomatoes, papas, and it comes out steaming hot.
Bitch is a Biden voter? Unlikely. Don't underestimate Cubans, man. We're white now. Oh, I know there's probably some, but the majority of Cubans in Florida voted for Trump. That's a fact.
The Hialeah's coming out too.
Are you ever with your friends just eating?
A lot of people coming in, have them for the pain.
Orange juice. Did you say Shannon tastes healthy and everything? Is sous chef one?
Wearing their mask. Look at that. Come on. Suck my dick, Mexico. Or Mexican food, not Mexico, the country.
Different kind of meals going on as well.
And you know what? That's another thing that I love about this place.
That, you want to see one of my favorite food? Here. Hold on.
And you know what? That's another.
See that right there? That's chicken. It's fried chicken with ham and cheese on it. That is one of my fucking favorite foods in the world. Yeah, it's cheap too. That's the other point. Everyone in Miami will point that out to you. It's not even expensive. Latin America Grill, that $10, maybe 12. It's super cheap. The food's good and it's not expensive. I don't know why I'm being so mean to Mexico. They haven't done anything to me. So Gordon Blue, no. Gordon Blue, the chicken is stuffed. See, this is different. The chicken is on top, so it's different kind of chicken. Then you fucking white trash Gordon Blue, JJ. Get your fucking white trash food out of here.
Another thing that I love about this place is that it's not just, the Cuban sandwiches. You have also traditional Cuban dishes and traditional Latin dishes, but you...
Ham is like your potatoes. Yes, ham is in all of our dishes. And are you saying that like it's a bad thing?
You have a huge variety of just about everything else, like everything from like the sandwich.
Who has better drugs? Okay, Mexicans have better drugs. I'll give you that. All right? Mexicans have an open-faced chicken Gordon Blue. Well, there you go. That's a good way to describe it. An open-faced chicken Gordon Blue.
Sandwiches to palomilla steak to seafood.
Well, hence the name Latin America.
Yeah. Explain this magic, please.
Let's start off with our flan, which it looks like...
I don't like Cuban dessert. That's something that I will say that I'm not a big fan of.
I got hungry.
Yeah, we know. I'm not a fan of any other desserts, to be honest with you. None of that does it for me. Don't care. Oh, okay, let's look at the prices. Let's see here. Arroz con pescado, which is rice and fish, $12.
In-room dining, outside
It's not
seating.
expensive, man. I've never eaten an actual heart attack. Well, you've never had Cuban food.
So there you have it. Make sure to check out Latin American Grill, located in Pembroke Pines, so you can have all this delicious food along with the sandwiches, the shakes.
Dude, sandwiches and the shakes. The sandwiches, the shakes, everything. From Alexandria Martin TV. So yeah, she's looks like she goes to a bunch of different places. I mean, she's a pretty new channel. She's so Cuban. You're surprised there's not more fish? You would be. We have some fish stuff, but we're pork people, man. We're pork people. It's just the way it goes.
Whoa! Look at that.
This should be enough to buy some land in Hialeah.
Sounds about
Great
right.
show, Mary Cohn.
Oh, well, maricón. The green guy fucking Streamlabs person doesn't say it right. Mary Cohn. Oh, you fucking Mary Cones. Anyway. And I'll bet money you still go for a pub sub over an authentic from Cuban Gam Gam sandwich. No, that's not true. See, I love pub subs. We're talking about subs. But if I'm going to get a Cuban sandwich, I'm getting a Cuban sandwich from Latin America. Not from Publix. I don't like Publix's Cuban sandwiches. So don't even start with me. Don't fucking start with me. You guys hungry now? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you hungry. Yes, I did. I kind of meant to make you hungry. I kind of did. See, I'm telling you, it's the food of my people. It's just a new channel. She's only been doing it for 6 months. Azúcar, Cuban ice cream. What the fuck is Cuban ice cream? This is something I've never heard. You're white now. I have to eat Subway. I don't want to eat Subway. I don't want to eat Subway. Oh no. When you bring Cubans on, you also bring their food. You bring their culture. Okay. Well, it's not my fault that you have fucking shitty food. Florida's better when it comes to the... I told you. This all started with Hialeah. I wasn't even planning on doing any of this stuff today, to be honest with you. I really wasn't. I don't want avocado toast and lattes. Fuck that shit. I don't want to. No, you're not going to change me. You're not changing. I'm now... No, Cubans become white, but they bring their food with them. That's how it works. That's how it fucking works. All right, well, let's prank call a dictator. Who should we prank call? What dictator should we prank call today? Can you imagine? Fucking prank calling a dictator nowadays. It all started because he made fun of me for being born in Hialeah Hospital. Oh, that sounds about right. Oh, that sounds about right. Well, and look where we are now. I'm only allowed Quiznos, Firehouse, and Subway. That's it. No, I will not. I will not. I won't do it. This prank call Trudeau, yeah. I bet you I'll get right through. Probably could at least... I think if I put the effort into it, I could probably prank call one of the stupid mayors that we saw yesterday. But who has better seafood? Who cares? Who cares about seafood? Who cares? The Japanese... because of sushi. That would be my thing. Wait, as a white person, I could get Jersey Mike's in special occasions. I don't like these fucking white people rules, to be honest with you. I think they're pretty stupid. I don't like it at all. I'm wondering, how would I get in touch with the mayor of Miami? Let me think about it. We'll see if we can figure this out. I mean, it won't be today, obviously. We'll see if we can figure it out. I know. I realize I wanted to be one of you guys, but I'm starting to learn that it probably wasn't the best idea. I'm starting to learn that it probably wasn't the best idea.
I re-recorded Jingle Bells.
Here we go. Let's listen to his awesome music.
Dr. Perkinstein's tip of the day, number 12, how to tell when it is going to rain.
Oh, okay.
If you are wondering when it is going to rain, look up at the sky and look at the clouds. If the clouds are dotted like cotton balls, like in this picture, then it will rain within the next 3 days. This does not work 100% of the time, but it works most of the time.
What?
If it is within these 3 days and dark clouds roll in and the temperature drops right when they get above you, the rain will start shortly. I can tell it will not rain here tomorrow because the sky is clear.
I don't think that's the way it works. Where's it nice? Wherever he lives is really nice.
Tip of the day.
Saw that on the fucking lake? Again, I don't think that's how it works. I'm not 100% positive. But I don't think so. Let's see here.
Whoa! Look at that.
In the war of gastronomy, we all win. Who has the best seafood?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind seafood, but I'm not a big seafood guy. You know, I like seafood. I like it. It's all right. It's not like I don't. I'm not a big seafood dude. I like sushi. Big fan of sushi. You know? Yeah, that's a good point. Like that weather thing didn't work when the night Andrew hit because it was the most beautiful day ever. Yep, good point. You mean who has the best seafood, Mexico or Cuba? Probably Mexico. But like, yeah, Maine has great seafood. Like, you know, Massachusetts has great seafood. Guess really depends what you're into. Really depends what you're into. Right. I gotta get going. I know, but I've been doing stuff. My family's in town. I'm dealing with all that stuff, so I know I've been popping out a little bit early. But thank you guys. I hope the show was good. I really do hope you had. I had a good time. I had no idea where we were gonna go through. Basically my childhood today. So I hope you guys. Hey, you guys got to see where I'm from. Huh? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Let's see. Let's do let's do this. Guys, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I'll be back in 4 hours of Robert TC. Hopefully you'll be there. Have a wonderful and amazing day with you. Bye.